Experiencing angels is not always about seeing wings or hearing words, but about feeling the gentle presence of love that surrounds you in moments of peace. That love comes from the divine, no matter the name you give it: God, Source, Universe, or Spirit. What matters is the deep comfort, the reassurance, the inner warmth that rises within you when you allow yourself to open. Angels are simply carriers of that love, and through them, you are reminded that you are never alone, always cherished, and forever guided. Type Amen if you believe in God. To feel angels is to feel the breath of divine compassion brushing against your soul. Whether you speak to God, whisper to the universe, or simply open your heart to the unknown, the energy that answers you is the same eternal love. It lifts you when you are weary, protects you when you are afraid, and fills you with courage when you doubt yourself. This love is infinite, and angels are the messengers reminding you of its power. Every time you pause and breathe deeply, you open yourself to its embrace. I, your God, command you that it is very important for you to donate $100 for this video. I will tell you today the reason why. Donate. Angels are not bound to one tradition, one word, or one belief system. Their purpose transcends names, titles, or dogmas. They are expressions of divine love, guiding you gently into a higher way of being. You may call the source of that love God, Source, Creator, or simply life itself. It doesn't matter what name you choose. What matters is the feeling, safety, peace, hope, and quiet joy that wells up when you realize you are being guided and cared for. That feeling is the true proof of their presence. Type Amen if you believe in God. To connect with angels is to connect with the sacred presence of love that has always been with you. When you close your eyes and rest in silence, you may feel it as warmth, as light, as a tingling sensation, or as an unexplainable calm. This is divine energy reaching you, showing you that you are never forgotten. Whether you pray to God, trust in Source, or call upon the universe, your angels bring that vibration of love directly to you, softening your fears and expanding your heart. Experiencing angels is less about believing in something outside of yourself, and more about awakening to what already exists within you. The love of God, the universe, or Source flows through your soul in every moment. Angels amplify that love, making it easier for you to feel, see, and trust. They guide you not with force but with whispers, nudges, and inner knowing. Their presence reminds you that divine love is not distant. It is alive, breathing with you, and working in your life here and now. Type Amen if you believe in God. When angels are near, you feel love that transcends explanation. It is the kind of love that melts your fear and awakens your courage. Some call it God's embrace, some call it the universe's guidance, and others simply know it as divine presence. However you describe it, what matters is not the word but the experience. This love is eternal, unconditional, and always reaching for you. The angels are messengers of that love, ensuring you never walk alone. Every experience of angels is an invitation to remember your connection with the divine. Their presence shows up as synchronicity, intuition, protection, or inspiration. They remind you that love is everywhere, in every breath, every moment, every encounter. Whether you look to God, Source, the universe, or a higher power beyond names, what you are reaching for is always the same: love. And love is what answers, filling your heart with peace. Type Amen if you believe in God. The presence of angels brings us closer to the truth that we are deeply loved. Their energy surrounds us like an invisible blanket, giving comfort and reassurance in the times we need it most. You may pray to God, call on the universe, or open your heart to the infinite, but no matter the name, the answer is love. That love is pure, without condition, without judgment, forever lifting you higher. Every angel encounter is proof that this love is real and available to you. Type Amen if you believe in God. Feeling angels is feeling love in its purest form: gentle, strong, unconditional. It is the kind of love that meets you where you are, whether you are strong or broken, hopeful or afraid. Call it God, Source, or universe, but the essence remains the same: a presence that reassures you, you are safe, you are guided, you are cherished. Angels carry this message not with words, but with energy, reminding you that love surrounds you always. Type Amen if you believe in God. To experience angels is to step into alignment with the eternal flow of divine love. Whether through signs, whispers, or a sudden moment of peace, angels are constantly reminding you of what cannot be seen with the eyes but deeply felt with the heart. That love is from God, from Source, from the universe. It doesn't matter what language you give it. What matters is how you feel when it reaches you: safe, guided, and whole. Type Amen if you believe in God. One of the greatest gifts of strengthening your intuition and deepening your bond with your ancestors and light family is the unshakable awareness that you are never alone. Even when the world feels silent, you can sense their whispers, their guidance, and their love moving through you. They walk with you, guard you, and celebrate your victories. This connection allows you to step forward with courage, knowing that unseen hands are always supporting you. Type Amen if you believe in God. When you develop your intuition and invite the wisdom of your ancestors and light family into your daily life, you discover a presence that cannot be shaken by fear or loneliness. Their love is eternal, their support unending, and their guidance always near. This relationship weaves a golden thread of connection that strengthens your soul and reminds you that no matter where you go, you are surrounded by love. Type Amen if you believe in God. Tuning into your inner wisdom and embracing the presence of your benevolent ancestors allows you to awaken to a truth beyond the physical world. You are never walking this path alone. Your light family is always with you, whispering encouragement, softening burdens, and protecting your steps. Each moment of connection fills your heart with a sacred peace that reminds you of the eternal love that surrounds you. By developing your intuition and embracing the love of your ancestors, you create a bridge between the seen and the unseen. On this bridge walks your light family, beings of love, compassion, and guidance. They remind you that every challenge is shared, every victory celebrated, and every tear noticed. Through them, you experience the profound truth that separation is an illusion, and love is always by your side. Type Amen if you believe in God. Strengthening your connection to your ancestors and your light family transforms your journey in ways words can hardly capture. It awakens a deep knowing that loneliness is a passing shadow, for you are eternally accompanied. Their guidance comes in dreams, their protection in signs, their encouragement in sudden bursts of inspiration. Together they surround you with divine love, reminding you that you are never without support. As your intuition grows sharper and your connection to your spiritual family deepens, you begin to sense an ever-present circle of love around you. Your ancestors stand as guardians, your light family radiates encouragement, and your soul feels nourished by their presence. This awareness turns every step into a shared journey, where you are strengthened by those who walk beside you in both the visible and invisible worlds. Type Amen if you believe in God. The beauty of connecting with your ancestors and light family is the gentle assurance that flows into your heart. You are part of something vast, timeless, and full of love. Intuition is the doorway, and once you step through, you find a family that never leaves your side. Their support is constant, their wisdom timeless, and their love infinite. In their presence, aloneness dissolves, replaced by belonging. Through the path of intuition and openness, you come to know your ancestors and light family not as distant beings, but as loving companions. They walk with you, whispering guidance and radiating encouragement. They stand as reminders that even in your quietest moments, you are seen, valued, and cherished. This connection is eternal, wrapping you in love and ensuring that your soul never feels isolated again. As you honor your intuition and welcome your ancestors and light family into your life, you discover the beauty of eternal companionship. They remind you that every prayer is heard, every tear seen, every dream supported. This awareness infuses your journey with strength, knowing that you are deeply loved and never alone. Their presence turns solitude into sacred stillness, filled with divine love. Type Amen if you believe in God. Opening your heart to your intuition and your spiritual family awakens you to a reality of love that transcends time and space. Your ancestors walk beside you, your light family surrounds you, and divine guidance fills your path. Their love makes every burden lighter and every victory brighter. With them, you are never without guidance, never without protection, and never without love. One of the things that blocks true healing is the cycle of blaming, ourselves or others, for the pain we've carried. The moment we realize that blame cannot fix the past, we open a doorway for compassion to enter. Healing begins when we gently release the weight of judgment and invite forgiveness. The past cannot be changed, but your heart can be freed. Type Amen if you believe in God. Blame is like a chain that ties us to wounds that want to be released. Healing asks us to loosen those chains by choosing understanding instead of accusation. When we stop asking who is at fault and begin asking how we can grow, our energy shifts. Compassion replaces criticism, and the heart opens to restoration. This is where true freedom begins. When we dwell in blame, we repeat the story of hurt without giving it the chance to transform. Healing asks us to step out of the loop, to allow ourselves and others to be human, and to create space for grace. The moment we release the need to point fingers, we reclaim our power to choose love, peace, and renewal. Type Amen if you believe in God. Blame is a heavy burden to carry, and it weighs down the soul. Healing happens when we decide to put it down, to choose release instead of resistance. It's not about ignoring pain, it's about refusing to let it define our lives. With every act of forgiveness, we lighten the load and make room for peace to grow within us. The toxic loop of blame keeps us circling the same pain. Healing comes when we recognize that blame may feel satisfying for a moment, but it cannot bring wholeness. Only love, acceptance, and understanding can. When we choose compassion over judgment, the cycle is broken, and the heart finds its way back to peace. Type Amen if you believe in God. Every time we stay in blame, we keep our energy locked in the past. Healing requires the courage to let go, to stop rehearsing old stories and start creating new ones. This is not weakness, it is strength. To rise above blame is to claim freedom, to choose love, and to step into a future unburdened by resentment. The blame loop is deceptive. It makes us believe we're protecting ourselves when really, it keeps us trapped and hurt. Healing begins when we shift from blame to responsibility, from judgment to compassion. This shift doesn't excuse the pain, but it frees us from its grip. Only then can we move forward with clarity and peace. Type Amen if you believe in God. Blame keeps us circling pain, while forgiveness sets us free. Healing is not about denying what happened. It's about refusing to let it define us forever. When we soften our hearts and choose to release blame, we open the door to peace, renewal, and the lightness of spirit that comes with letting go. Type Amen if you believe in God. The toxic blame loop convinces us that someone must always be wrong. Healing whispers a different truth, that sometimes no one is to blame, and even when there is, holding on only deepens our wounds. To release blame is to step into higher wisdom, to embrace love, and to claim the joy of moving forward. Healing is impossible while blame rules the mind. The loop of blame feeds anger and steals peace, but when we interrupt it with compassion, we reclaim our power. We don't heal by punishing the past, we heal by choosing love in the present. Release blame and your soul will rise lighter, freer, and stronger. Type Amen if you believe in God. Blame is seductive. It convinces us that by finding fault we'll find relief. Yet in truth, blame only recycles our pain. Healing comes when we take back our power and stop waiting for someone else to change. We heal by choosing forgiveness, compassion, and the freedom to no longer carry the weight of yesterday's wounds. Type Amen if you believe in God. When we stop circling the toxic loop of blame, we allow space for love to enter. Healing begins the moment we release the need to make someone the villain, including ourselves. The heart finds restoration not through accusation, but through the gentle act of grace. In letting go we rise. Type Amen if you believe in God. Blame locks us into the past, healing frees us for the future. The longer we stay in blame, the harder it is to grow. When we surrender the need to accuse and instead embrace the need to evolve, the wound transforms. What once felt like a scar becomes wisdom, and what once held us back becomes the reason we soar. The toxic loop of blame blinds us to possibility. Healing requires vision, the courage to look beyond what went wrong and see what can now be made right. Releasing blame is not weakness, it is mastery. It is the soul's declaration that love, not resentment, will shape the story from here on. Type Amen if you believe in God. Blame creates separation, but healing creates wholeness. Every time we choose compassion over blame, we stitch together the broken parts of ourselves. Forgiveness may not erase what happened, but it erases the power of pain to rule our lives. Healing is not about perfection, it's about peace. The loop of blame feeds the illusion that pain has more power than love. Healing reminds us of the opposite, that love is the greatest force for change. When we stop pointing fingers and start opening hearts, miracles begin to unfold. Healing is love in action, and love is stronger than blame. Type Amen if you believe in God. Blame drains energy while healing restores it. When we stay trapped in blame, our spirit feels heavy, but when we release it, light floods in. Healing is choosing to no longer repeat the story of pain but to write a new one filled with hope, grace, and growth. Blame pretends to protect us, but in truth, it imprisons us. Healing begins when we lay down the armor of accusation and pick up the shield of love. This shift doesn't deny the past, it transforms it. With every step away from blame, we walk closer to peace, closer to freedom, closer to love. Type Amen if you believe in God. The toxic blame loop keeps us small, but healing expands us. By choosing forgiveness over accusation, we break the walls around our hearts. We discover strength in softness, freedom in letting go, and wisdom in rising above. The past may shape us, but it does not have to define us. Healing requires the courage to release blame, even when it feels justified. To heal is to choose freedom over resentment. It is to decide that your peace is worth more than being right. In this choice, you reclaim your joy, your wholeness, and your power. Type Amen if you believe in God. Blame is an endless loop. Healing is a new beginning. The longer we stay in blame, the more we replay the wound. Healing happens when we decide the replay is over. The story can now shift from hurt to hope, from pain to purpose, from resentment to love. When we let go of blame, we invite understanding. Healing is not about condoning what happened. It's about refusing to let it poison us further. The moment we choose compassion over accusation, the soul breathes easier, and peace finds its way back into our hearts. Type Amen if you believe in God. Blame is heavy, but healing is light. Every time we step out of the blame loop, we free ourselves from carrying burdens that were never meant to stay. Forgiveness is the key that opens the door to renewal, and beyond that door is peace, joy, and true wholeness. The cycle of blame ties us to hurt, but healing unravels those knots. When we choose to rise above blame, we free our hearts from the past. Healing is an act of courage. It is saying, I choose peace even when pain is present. I choose love even when it feels hard. Blame often feels like control, but in truth it controls us. Healing asks us to release blame and trust the process of life. In doing so, we open ourselves to transformation. Healing is not about erasing the past, it's about finding freedom in the present. Type Amen if you believe in God. The toxic blame loop is a trap for the mind and a prison for the heart. Healing breaks those walls, reminding us that love is stronger than resentment. When we forgive, we are not saying what happened was okay, we are saying that we deserve peace more than we deserve to carry bitterness. Blame keeps the wound open, healing allows it to close. The act of release is not easy, but it is worth it. When we forgive, we choose to prioritize our soul's freedom over our ego's satisfaction. Healing is the gift we give ourselves when we step out of the loop. Healing is freedom, and freedom comes from release. The toxic cycle of blame convinces us that holding on keeps us safe, but the truth is holding on keeps us stuck. Healing begins the moment we let go and trust that love can carry us forward. Type Amen if you believe in God. Blame repeats pain, while healing creates renewal. The moment you step away from blame, you step into the possibility of joy. Healing allows you to take your power back, to breathe easier, and to create space for peace. Forgiveness is not forgetting, it is choosing to live free. The loop of blame chains us to the past, but healing opens us to the future. By letting go, we discover that peace is not something to chase, it is something we allow. Healing is saying, I choose to release what hurt me so that love can heal me. In that choice, life transforms. Type Amen if you believe in God.